I done went live and y'all. What's everybody doing on this good Saturday night? I'm chilling until I got this little update um, from about Genesis' mom. I tell you what, these memes around, these new age memes, boy, I tell you. So, Genesis' mom is now claiming that she gave Genesis away, that she gave Genesis to a man. Baby, can't make this shit up. So you would give your daughter, hey Shank Bay, hey my mother's keeper. My mother's keeper, I had to come and wind down for a minute, child. When I say it's the most going on, y'all, baby, it's the most going on. It's too much for me. Hey Regina. Hey Octavia. I want to play a little bit of Shanitra Speaks, y'all. The mother is saying that she gave, hey Chris, what's going on? She said, sis, yes, girl, my mother's keeper. I almost got my wine out. I said, nah, because I'm saving my wine for the Clarissa Shields fight tomorrow. I hope friend Sean um box that ass down. I am on friend Sean, you know what I'm saying? She better back it up. Hey Erica, hey Karen, hey Young. The mother is claiming, hey Leash Pooh, over on that Cutwater, baby. Alicia's on Cutwater. So excuse her tonight, okay? Hey Valerie. What's going on? But she is claiming that she gave the baby away. This is what I'm saying about the situation. It be sick women like her because just because we break up with somebody don't mean they have to cater to our lifestyle. Take care of our child, yes. But make sure I'm good, no. But it is up to the man to fight for his child, which is what the father did. He fought, hey, Jacqueline, he fought for his child. But the system that is working for these kids is really against them. We see this time after time after time. The system works against what's best for the child for real. Oh, you got food. Oh, you okay? She got a room. Oh, okay. Hey, Shalana. I thought she sold her something. She's really crazy. They said I guess she sold her to the man. I'm right find out with y'all. But I'm just saying how the system works. I mean, we got to break this cycle that CPS has. Oh, she got food, she got bedroom, she got a crib. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Versus the father. Cause the father had her on Christmas. And I'm gonna tell y'all shit that triggers women like her. Hey Miss Gemini. Hey Deborah. What's going on? Happy Saturday, you guys. That a man can provide when she goes with him what she can't give her. And I know it sounds crazy, but women will start envying that shit. They will envy that shit. I gotta go sell my ass, and it's because they said she was prostituting allegedly, and would take that baby with her to prostitute. See, I'm the type. Hey Janice, I'm the type I want to keep her. Let me keep her. If I know you great go sell your ass, I'ma keep her. I'ma keep the baby. But I'm that friend, the friend that went with her best friend that was riding with her, selling her ass, taking that baby. It's just the sick. It's just the sick. Cause I don't even feel I don't you know what I'm saying? I don't even feel comfortable riding around with kids smoking no weed. I don't feel comfortable drinking with my kids and no. That man only had to take care of his kid, not the mom. Exactly. It is sick as hell. It's real sick as hell. But let's get into it, y'all. Oh, I had to come wind down, baby, because these, oh, Lord. Y'all don't even know what I'm listening to today, baby. I'm over here like, what? Okay, y'all, give me a second. I thought I had it. And shout out to my girl, Shanitra Speaks. of course, for always getting into it. All right, y'all, here we go. Yeah, Octavia, them be the ones. Them be the ones. Them be the ones.
Change of plans? But I ain't nothing of it. Like, I'm back.
We are now entering day 6
Hey,
of the
Royal
search for
Queen.
2-year-old Genesis Reed out of Enterprise,
Yeah,
South.
but look, the friend said, and this is to the friend, you said, yeah, they don't even know the FBI. They talked to me, but they didn't. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because if they talked to you that day, that girl was videotaping the scene when Daisha Hall was streaming that live. She went live later on after you was speaking loud. Because I kept saying, okay, y'all, my bad. Can y'all hear me down there? I'm so sorry. My phone went dead, y'all. I gotta work on that. Let me know if y'all can hear me, if y'all still here with me. Child. And I kept saying, charge your phone. I'm just laying right here, y'all. Doing nothing. But let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat. TT, can you hear me? Okay, good, Valerie. TT laughing. I'm asking, can you hear me? Thank you, Octavia girl. Child, my phone went dead, y'all. Over here, ooh, listening to this good gossip, baby. Listening to this good gossip for tonight. Jeez. But I said, let me wind down and get back to it. But what I was gonna say, nobody even knew you was the friend. You kept being loud. But y'all remember on the first live that we seen when they was videotaping about Genesis being missing, the friend was loud in the background. But we know that they didn't talk to you, baby, because see, this when you're feeling a little guilty about something, and this just being honest. Girl, Big Mama, it was me. Hey, Joy to the world. Hey, Kim Green. Am I still here? Okay, so anyway, she was loud. If y'all go back, that's how we knew she was the friend, because she was loud and she was saying certain things. People was like, oh, that's her friend. So then they asked, could, some girl named Mariah. But see, I don't think it was Mariah. Her last name was like Moran or something. And I think that's what she was, the friend, Genesis mama was trying to say, but they took it as Mariah. You get what I'm saying? I don't know, Alicia. I gotta find out. But the second video was when Deja Hall and I went live about it. And I had my phone showing y'all that she was like, okay, they going down here in the sewer drainage and all that. Next thing you know, when Deja go by the fence line, the mama gets into it with somebody. We didn't know who she was getting into it with, but I heard somebody loud in the background. And she was like, I thought she said February the 3rd. Girl, Octavia, baby, it's so much. And she said, yeah, because who I did cocaine and I lost my kids. I heard it all. Maybe y'all couldn't because I was closer to my cell phone. I was like, damn, who's going through all of that? Hey, Tay Ebony, baby, happy Saturday. It was February 4th. So she's saying that she did whatever on February 4th. See, I got to go back and check it. So anyway, next thing you know, the mama get the phone and she's showing. I recognize that that's the friend. She was like, she goes through, yeah, why bitches trying to call, why bitches trying to act like I ain't talked to the police. But they stopped you after Daisha and was great fight you. After Daisha, her mama was ready to fight you was when the police had you pulled over because they hadn't talked to you. They hadn't talked to you. And then you said, I went and checked on my friend, but the baby was gone by that time. See, you gotta when you got some shit going on and you know some shit, that's how you fuck up, just like Lulu did with the Tyrone Davis saying shit without saying shit. And I said, how you know the baby was gone when you went and checked on your friend? Okay, she said February 3rd. Okay, I'll do that one tomorrow. I'll play that one tomorrow. Hell, the beginning of February, it was said they called the dad early in February that the baby was missing. Mm-hmm.
Alabama. And while prosecutors are addressing questions from the media about Genesis Reed's mother and the possibility of charges without a body, there is another development happening with members of her family. On February the 20th, a woman who has identified herself as Genesis Reed aunt, she started circulating flyers and social media posts claiming that 2-year-old Genesis may have last been seen with a black man in a white pickup truck, and this has raised concerns that she may have been taken across state lines, according to her family. Now, a fair question may be, how do we know that this alleged aunt is actual family? Now, Genesis Reed, maternal grandmother, who is Adrian Reed's mother, she has been reacting to this flyer and information that this person has been putting out. So as you see before you, you see this flyer that says missing child, last seen with a black male with a white pickup truck. There were 7 reactions, 62 shares. Of those 7 reactions, you will see that Genesis Reed, her grandmother, her maternal grandmother, was one of the 7 reactions. In addition to this, the cousin went on. If you recall from a previous video, there was a cousin that came out and he spoke to say that the focus needs to be on the mother. And if you haven't checked that out, that's in the previous video.
So the cousin saying the focus need to be on the mother. Hell, we know that. Now we got information saying she's in a truck and they think she's went over state lines. And we know trafficking is a thing. The FBI was all in the sewage. Yeah, the FBI was in the sewage. Hoes just giving their children away now. The mama and friend was about to fight. Yes. But the friend said in that video she had already talked to the police while hoes think they doing something. But we know it's not the case because they would have checked your car then. They wouldn't have stopped you again. You get what I'm saying? Hey, Queen Butterfly, what's going on, sister? Now the cousin saying we need to focus on the mama. Well, hell, that's who we know to have a last. But I did see somebody post a picture on Facebook and said that they seen that baby. They said, I seen her. They said she was just in Chuck E. Cheese. They said she was in Chuck E. Cheese, and then somebody else said they seen her playing with a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I guess where, they not in that area and stuff and it's going viral. Like if you see this little girl, people are speaking out. So I don't know if they are getting in touch with the police or whatever, but it is a picture of her and somebody said, I seen her. And I think it was on the aunt's page, Genesis Mama's sister's page.
Well, the mother of his child, she made a post and she said, please, any information will help us. We just want her back and safe with the family. Now, under that post, the maternal grandmother, she commented, and what she said was, yes, you are so right, niece. Pay attention to this. If they scared, drop her off at the fire station, the emergency room, somewhere safe, or just take her to the police. You can't get in trouble if she gave her to you. So this is adding to the speculation that the family is claiming that Genesis may be alive at this point, which the investigators have not ruled out that possibility. They're saying that they're exploring every avenue until they find out what happened. But
girl, where's that baby? You got people going around here scrambling and gambling and you know what I'm saying? This girl could be alive and she's sitting in jail, you know what I'm saying, ready to just take the hit, you know what I'm saying? And no, y'all, I don't want to keep her in mental illness. She probably had some issues, but no, she thought this shit through. She thought it through to go burn mattresses and shit. She thought it through to make posts. Talking about burying people in the cemetery. She made good posts saying that the daddy couldn't get the baby and all of that. So now we're not great just to make like she's just mentally challenged. She might got issues, but again, no. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop thanking everybody to take a life and stuff. Yeah, I think maybe she got laced up or something. When you out there turning tricks and shit, if she did, allegedly. You over taking drinks from men, smoking whatever and shit. Her mama and sister said she's slow. But this my thing with that one, Octavia. This is when I start faulting other people. If y'all know this as family members, I ain't saying it's easy. Hey, Yolanda. She said, evil, not mentally challenged. They said the baby room was cleared out like she was never there. This is my thing, y'all. Y'all think I'm going to see my sister struggle mentally? Y'all think I'm going to see that my daughter or my sisters are struggling mentally to care for my grandbabies and I'm not going to step in? And I ain't saying that mentally challenged people cannot take care of children, but it depends on your mental. And now that the baby's gone, oh yeah, she was mental. She was slow. At Big Mama, okay? And girl who heard she did said it was nasty smelling apartment. Come on, how slow are you if you can do her? How slow? Y'all see what I'm saying? This shit ain't adding up. It's just not. And it's not adding up because it's like now, yeah, my daughter, yeah, my sister had a mental, yeah, she was mental. She had mental illness. And I'm gonna let her keep her daughter. The brother didn't look like he cared either. They said he was laughing, Shalana, hell. They said when the police was over looking for her the first day, they called him in there to them apartments, said he was up there laughing, said the baby daddy was buried fighting him allegedly. My daughter is here with 5 kids and ready to have the 6th one. It is what it is. I got to make sure they straight, even though it stresses me at times. Yeah. I'm taking curl binds, Big Mama. And if I feel like she ain't mentally stable, Kim Green, I said that. I said the brother got to be off. And I said, and it probably running the family. So I said, she can do all of this. Now she's mental. And everybody peeped the mental, but nobody said nothing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all take her son in, but just feel free to let her keep the. No, I'm calling. The grandma said they won't let her talk to Adrian, so she sent the pastor to visit her, and she looked drowsy like someone gave her something. Yeah, you know where she in there, you know what I'm saying? She probably detoxing. And he moved out with the Mexicans. That's what the neighbor said. So he was living with some Mexicans. You know what?
Maternal family is claiming that Adrian Reed may have given Genesis to someone. Now, it is important to remember that these are claims that are being made by the maternal family.
Is it ring cams? Do anybody in that neighborhood? I wonder, do anybody in that neighborhood got ring cameras? Anybody? Do anybody got ring cameras in that neighborhood? Because hell, just because you live in apartments don't mean you can't have a ring cam.
This has not been confirmed by law enforcement at all. But in addition to this, the Enterprise Police Department have now expanded their search across state lines, which has led many to believe that some of this information that her maternal family is putting out may be credible. So listen to this.
Right now, as I said, there are no major searches ongoing. They're still in the planning phase. The police are still following tips that have led them all over the Southeast to places like Georgia and Texas. They are continuing to follow those.
Officials expanded their search areas Thursday, looking into local landfills. And this is
said they getting tips from Georgia to Texas. That's crazy, y'all. Please bring that baby home safe. Please bring that baby home safe. Yeah, I saw the ring cam. So you saw ring cams. The son been moved out and stayed with the Mexicans. Child. And hell, do they know any better? You know, I ain't saying nothing about Mexicans, but do they know any better? Hell, the way her parents faced the doors, weren't facing the courtyards or her door, is sad. All the way the cameras was. Okay, Big Mama. Oh, yeah. I get what you saying, Big Mama. This is nuts. The daddy said the last time he seen, that's what I'm saying. He had a Christmas. He had that baby on Christmas. Thank you, Vamika girl. Happy Saturday. I didn't see anything said she was slow. She was going through a mental meltdown or a psychotic break. But they knew she was off because she had cut her mama 9 times. I know you lying. Hey, Itsy Vet. And the dude said they woke up. All up. I'm trying to get the grandma to come up here to your panel because we the people need answers. Man, you hear me, mother fool? I hit her up.
Happening as Genesis's mother, Adrian, is arrested for allegedly lying to the police and
You all have scaled back the search.
We have not scaled back the search. Please don't listen up. We have not scaled back the search. It's a methodical chasing every lead, following everything throughout the weekend. Again, some things that we do, we check it off to say that we've done it, and we know that that's not where she's at. So that.
He said that the search is still on. Yeah, Alicia, but the landlord confirmed that she seen the baby January 8th. She said she bought it in when she paid the rent. It was on the news that she previously been arrested for cutting up her mom. Come on, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Y'all knew this prior to her even having that baby. So that's why I'm faulting right now, because we got to look at everybody. How now we speaking about the mental illness, but it take a baby to go missing. My daughter's not having a mental issue and caring for my grandkids. I'm sorry. I know shit's hard. It's not easy taking care of me. It's not easy taking care of me. But I'm going to do what I got to do for mine. To be safe, yes. And if CPS got to get involved, yes, they're involved. But I'm getting mine. Her daughter stay with, whose daughter stay with her dad? Her daughter didn't stay with the daddy. Genesis didn't stay with her daddy. He had her on Christmas. The grandmother act like she's scared of her daughter, shaking my head. But, she can be scared of her daughter. But if you scared of your daughter, she can't take care of no kids. Another baby fell by the damn family. What the hell? The little girl's sister. What you mean, Octavia? I don't get what y'all saying.
Takes time, that takes effort, that takes nights and days and days and nights. And
Explain, Octavia. She got 3 kids.
Okay, so I want you to pay attention to this, because now as all of this is happening, 33-year-old Adrian Reed remains in jail after authorities say she lied during the investigation. Investigators have said that although she reported Genesis missing around 3
she got 2 girls.
16, they believe the toddler had actually been gone for several weeks, which I have covered. So according to investigators, it could not have been true that Genesis was simply missing from her bed that morning, because they believe she disappeared well before that report was ever made. Now, here's where I need you to pay attention to.
So I thought they said that one of the kids lived with the grandfather. They don't. It's another baby 3-year-old missing in Arizona. Looks just like baby Genesis. Yes, I'm going to cover that tomorrow as well, mother. For yes, y'all. She looks just like Genesis. I mean, just like Genesis. Y'all, it's a 3-year-old girl missing out of Arizona. Y'all look up the story. She said, what bed? The bed was thrown in the forest. Child, Alicia. So he stays with the dad. The daughter lived with her pop-pop. Okay. That's the granddaddy, right, Chris Green? Because they said that the little boy was living with his daddy. But then when the video came out, that's when they said he lived with a neighbor. I was like, well, hell, it's all kind of lies. That's why, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to listen to. Yeah, they said the baby's room was empty. They said she bleached it down and everything. So y'all, how much common sense do it take for what is the bleaching the room down for? What we bleaching a room down for? I mean, how crazy is she? To get rid of evidence, to bleach down a room and stuff like that. And I think they should go through her cell phone. Yeah, they said she was selling all her food stamps, Kim Green. So he would go around asking for food and saying he's hungry. She ain't that dead. Nah, I don't. It's a picture of Genesis and a little girl with braids in her hair. I seen a couple of pictures of Tay Ebony, and people were saying they seen her. She just didn't have the braids and stuff. And people were saying, well, she had braids the last time they seen her. But somebody was like, somebody did say, well, go to the landlord and ask the landlord how was her hair the last time that they seen her. You get what I'm saying? So, it's all kind of stuff going around. If y'all look at them, go on Facebook and look under them videos. So, I think people just trying to help. I think they did get the phone. That's why they went at her. So, oh, okay.
There's a post that have been circulated.
Well, I don't know, because Deja said, I'm about to tell the police that you the best friend. So then I don't know if Deja really did it, the little girl that was showing the video that I was playing. I don't know if she did, because not shortly after she did a video and said she was the best friend, I don't know if she went and told the police, and that's why they stopped her. You get what I'm saying? That could be why they stopped the friend, because what Deja was saying in her video. So I don't know if they went through her phone and found anything.
Online that is alleged to have come from the maternal grandmother social media account dated February the 4th. And I want to read what it says here. It says, all I want is to see my Jen. Grandma, miss you so much. I'll keep praying to see you soon. Just know I love you to the moon and back. Mama, please watch over her. Well, I believe that meant to say her, wherever she's at. Now, what is the significance of this post? The significance of this post is that Genesis wasn't reported missing until February the 16th, as we know. However, with the rumors that were going around that the grandmother texted the father on February the 4th, there is now this message that has been circulating to say that the grandmother was showing concern on February the 4th, which gives credibility to.
Let me read this for y'all. It said, let me see what it said, because I'm on the bed, y'all. It said, then this fat ass mama knew the baby was missing. She texted daddy February the 4th and said she finna report her grandbaby missing and never did. Ho, be for real. Okay, so they saying she told the mom. They said she sent the text out to the daddy February 4th and said she finna report her grandbaby missing. Y'all look. I don't know if I think they need to check the brother. At this point, I ain't trusting none of them. I'm going to be honest. I ain't trusting none of them. That's why they said more suspects are involved. Yeah, I ain't trusting the brother. She said, so the Betty, yeah, Alicia. You get what I'm saying? So Alicia's like, so the daddy been knew, yeah. Because I'd looked into it as the other parent. What you mean? And get a welfare check started. All right, Tracy SM. Karen B, y'all, it is a good point Alicia made. Alicia says, so the daddy knew on February the 4th, because that's what this message is saying, that she sent the text out on the 4th and said she finna report her grandbaby missing and never did. Ho, be for real. Who sent that text out to the daddy? Who sent that text to the daddy? And why the daddy didn't do a welfare check? And this ain't coming down on y'all, but I do got to ask all questions. We got to be for real here. Why didn't the father call and do a welfare check? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't he say, Mama, I don't know how to do this, but she up there texting me how about the baby missing. She great make a report. The dad had false outrage to me. He should have hopped on that road when she ain't FaceTime him on New Year's. I think she gave it to somebody, or she was taken during one of her drunken freaks. People let too much go until it's too late. Yes, SP. Hey, 80s Blessed. What's going on, sister?
The claims that the grandmother knew and may have texted the father that Genesis had not been seen. Now, keep in mind,
okay. The grandmother, that's all the more reason to get on the road and go see about that baby. Now shit started to add up around her. Why didn't the grandmother do a welfare check? Let's start there. Because she's right here in the city with the grandbaby. Why didn't you go over there and see about your grandbaby? The whole family seems shady. The baby's been out of sight, out of mind, it seems. Hey, Queen Judah, what's going on? Why didn't how you pick up your phone to text in Florida and say, I'm about to report? Why didn't you report it? Because it's just now getting reported. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. It ain't about, see, we know he ain't talked to her since Christmas, Octavia. Pay attention, Octavia. If the landlord said she's seen her January 8th, that the father had a Christmas, okay? February the 4th, you get a text message that tells you from the grandmother, I'm about to report my grandbaby missing. My number one question is, why didn't you report your grandbaby missing? Secondly, why didn't the father say what you mean and hit that road immediately? With everybody knowing she was mental. Because at this point, you got to bump the community that knew she was mental. We are talking about family and baby father knowing that she was mental. That she had issues. Why didn't you report that baby missing when you texted the father and get a welfare check over there immediately? We wouldn't be here now. We probably would have had a lead on the white truck. When I got a call about my niece, I went that day and brought her home with me. Okay? I think the father should have been doing more calling on his daughter after not seeing her for over a month. I agree, Rhonda. I'm about to take a motherfucking road trip the first time I talked to the grandma. What gave the grandma want to report the baby missing? Yes, Chris Green, good question. What gave the granny to say my grandbaby's missing? But my mother for this the thing. We gotta bump the friend as a noun. That's a good suggestion. But we talking about the grandmother. What made the grandmother say that to the father? Is the question. Why are we here 2 weeks after you called the daddy? Yeah, Big Mama, you hear me? You hear me? I'm not great text nobody yet. Erica, I'm over there. That's what I want to know. Why did the grandmother say that? Yes. And what day did the friend, and this when the friend come in, the friend said on her video that she went over and checked on her to see if she was good, but she said the baby was already gone. How do you know? And why did nobody call the authorities right then and there, from the grandmother to the father and to the friend? But we ain't gonna talk about that. You know, it's crazy.
Investigators have already addressed this, and I covered it in my last video, where they said that they are not going to address any rumors or speculation going around about this February the 4th date. So while social media may be
That's what I said, Rhonda,
on Genesis' father and the grandmother, the authorities have cleared them. And in addition to this, his family member came out in a post, and what they stated was, hey, listen, I'm taking all fades when it comes to speaking on stuff that ain't facts with my blood or Genesis. My cousin, one of the best fathers. What do you mean? Now, in addition to this, there was this clip that was previously circulating online, but I want you to pay attention to this clip, because later in the video, I'm going to play a clip from one of the people that was there. But the significance of what this clip is that the grandmother is talking to the father in this clip, and she's saying Adrian, the mother, does the same stuff to them. Now, many believe that this is in regards to
what Adrian do to y'all. Thank you, Miss Rhonda. What did she said? Yeah, Adrian do the same. What do she do? That's the thing. Y'all saying that if y'all communicating that it's a problem with her psychologically, that's when y'all intervene. Y'all, you as the grandmother, you intervene. They knowing the mother had mental illness, why not seek more attention? That's what I'm saying, Miss Rhonda. Why nobody intervene? Why are y'all texting back and forth versus taking action? Kim Green, a man who ain't talked to his daughter in months qualifies a good dad. My God, we are doomed. Hey, Spec K, what's going on, Bookie? Okay, Miss Rhonda, welcome. Y'all welcome Miss Rhonda over here. It's her first time over here. And also welcome Spec K, okay? Let's welcome my sisters in. Happy Saturday, everybody. Let me get into this and see what she's saying. Let me read these to y'all. They said that man clearly said he has been calling her for a month trying to talk to his child. She's probably a bitter bitch, mad that he moved on, so she kept the child from him. He's not responsible for what her weird ass did to that baby. And I will say this, the father did say that he has been contacting her for a while. So we can say he ain't talked to her. He can't make her pick up the phone when he's miles away. So I want to get all the facts and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? But if the grandmother, in fact, allegedly texts him on the 4th, it's a problem, whether y'all want to hear it or not. Because a girl is missing. The baby missing. See, don't nobody want to get down to the meat and the potatoes of the truth because don't nobody want to look bad. It just is what it is. We fucked up. The grandmother had some delay as well. Didn't I say that, y'all? Because none of this would have happened if I knew my daughter had mental illness. I said that. Hey, Spec, how you doing? Okay. Yeah, it's been nothing to do. It's nothing to do with welfare check. That's all I'm saying. They said he didn't go 30 days without checking in on her. He kept trying to see his daughter, but the mom kept giving excuses. He's the reason for the coverage. He put it out there. So the sister's coming in defending her brother, saying he did try to talk to her. I've heard that many a time, so I can't take it from the man that he had tried to talk. But we got to stick to the mother, her mama's texting him. Hey, I want to do a welfare check. Thank you, Spec K. Appreciate you. The mother's texting. If she sent that text, we got a problem. That's what the girl kept saying in the video, that the daddy been knowing for 2 weeks.
Clip that you're going to hear later, where everyone has said, how could this father go 30 days without seeing Genesis, or if he was concerned about her? But it's been said that Adrian would tell him that she was with the godmother, she was somewhere else, or it wasn't uncommon for Adrian to also say that she couldn't find Genesis. So maybe that's why the father didn't respond, but I'm going to let you.
That's when you fight for your baby. What are we missing at? That's when you fight for your child. If she does this on a regular, you can't keep my baby. Even my grandbaby. And that's why the mother said she do it to us all the time. But why you didn't step up? We definitely got a problem. The friend did keep saying he needs to show the messages. Can't find dog, Alicia, child. Let my child, if Nisha and them get to acting like they can't find my baby and they say it more than once and I look into it and my grandbaby's there, something's off. And what we're not going to do is play about kids being missing. We're old enough to use our discernment, and there's too many kids going missing in this world where I got to get my baby. I got to get this baby. Unless y'all just got a messed up background. But that's when we come together collectively as a family and figure some shit out. Because if I got to tell the social workers my background, it is what it is. If I got to take classes and everything else to get my shit back on track to get mine, I am. Hey, Smurfette, because nobody wants to do anything hard. They don't want the responsibility. Very sad. Kim. Now we here.
Hear that for yourself later. But before we get into this, I want you to listen to this clip. Listen to what the grandmother is saying.
The maternal grandmother said, Adrian, she do the same stuff to us.
Now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, because here's why this matters. The maternal grandmother has said that Adrian would often play the same game with her and the father, saying she didn't know where Genesis was, or saying she was with someone else, including a godmother that many people say doesn't even exist. Because of that, and because of the claims about Adrian's alleged mental health issues, some family members have held on to.
And let me read this one to y'all. Y'all welcome Smurfette in the building too. Happy Saturday to you. Everyone talking about the woman's mental health. Adrian now should have spoken up. I see where one person said she was mentally unstable 10 years ago. Well, why didn't you say something? It's too late now. Man, see shit like that. I appreciate that woman for saying that, because I know I'm not the only one, and y'all not the only ones feeling that way. It take a baby to go missing to say, yeah, she was fucked up in the head. Yeah, that's just like watching kids with bruises. Yeah, I do remember seeing scars on that baby and stuff. And it's like, but damn, it take a baby to die for everybody to start talking about how y'all seen scars and bruises and how she wasn't feeding the kids and all of this, and now the baby missing, and we in an uproar. This message clearly say everyone's talking about the woman's mental health. Adrian now should have spoken up. I see where one person said she was mentally unstable 10 years ago. Well, why didn't you say something? It's too late now. Because I told y'all, I seen a post. The last live I did, I think I told y'all, I seen a post where the person said she used to go with their brother and that she had mental issues then. But they said, I didn't think she had mental issues to where she would take a life of a child. And I'm just saying. So this ain't nothing new, y'all. This shit here ain't nothing new to the family. I wonder what the grandparents' rights are in their state. Facts, my aunt had mental illness and the whole family came together to get the kids and keep them in the family. Yes, we the people want to know where's Genesis. Read what the sister said. I sent it to you in your inbox. Okay, I can't go to my inbox while I'm live. If you could put it in the chat, I can't, because I'm doing a virtual. Seems like everyone in the family and city slow. Child. And that's what I don't understand. Why wait until something bad happens? Show me on paper where she was mentally ill. She sound like an unfit baby mama to me. Yeah, they said she would walk through, talk to herself, and a friend said she came over and hit, well, she had a baby doll and was hitting the baby doll in the head with a hammer. That's clearly mental.
Hope that Genesis may have been given to someone else. That's why the family has continued to circulate these flyers saying that Genesis was last seen with a black male in a white pickup truck. In fact, just within the last hour, the grandmother shared another post saying anyone who sees Genesis to contact EPD and help bring her granddaughter home, with that same allegation that Genesis was last seen with the black male in the white pickup truck. Now, here's where this gets interesting. Some people have pointed out that at the last press conference, which the Enterprise Police said would also be their last final public update through these daily messages that they've been doing.
Let me read. I'm trying to read all these posts to you guys and stuff. It says, I'm a little confused. I have seen so many times where a child has came up missing and you see the search parties going on in all surrounding areas. You will see volunteers that come from all over, and there's people scattered all through the area looking for that baby. Why is that not being done in this case? We have a cold front coming in. Why are y'all not searching harder? Is there no way at this point to search every single area, every wooded area, searched by dogs, not just one? Every apartment being searched. I agree with her. I said, hell, search the apartment complex. You know what I'm saying? She said, every person be questioned. It seems like a lot of people there have a lot to say, but none of it seems to be evidence. I agree. How many of y'all agree with that? Everybody got something to say, but it's no evidence. Why have we not heard anything else from the family members? It just seems so crazy to me. If this was one of my babies, I'd be in that area every single day. all day long and night if need be. I would be on camera. I would be asking for someone to let me know something about my baby. I would be putting that pressure on the matter. The point would be getting across to everyone. How many of y'all agree with that message? And I agree with 100%. Whoever this lady is that said that, I agree 100%. The police couldn't tell me nothing. The only way the police could stop me from searching for my loved one is put me in jail. CPS, there's no food in the house. Go get the kids. Exactly. This just breaks my heart. The FBI said there would be no search party. They know something more, I think. Alicia, I thought that when they was out there with them cadaver dogs. I did. I said, for them not to let the people search, because Black Goddess was like, I'm going down there tomorrow and I'm searching. And then that's like, yeah, at this time we ain't doing no searching. What? She won't talk because whoever has her daughter in Enterprise, Alabama will hurt my niece. Instead of just giving her back, let me make myself very clear. She came back hurt unalive. Enterprise. So she's your niece. She said, okay. She said, won't talk because whoever has her daughter in Enterprise, Alabama will hurt my niece. Instead of just giving her back, let me make myself very clear. She come back hurt or unalive. Yeah. I seen that. I seen that post, mother fool. Either search or look up everyone until some... Man, they was supposed to search them apartments. SP, the way them people was talking, I felt like they was supposed to search them apartments. I don't care what nobody say. And I think I said on my last one, I said, why they ain't searching the apartments and all of that? Like, I would be on that. Like, yay, search everybody. Hey, Miss Beak, what's going on? Happy Saturday. That Blended Healing, you hear me? It didn't make sense the next day. They went out there. They said, yeah, at this time, we're not calling for no search. And here they are looking in sewages and in the woods. So it's like, so if y'all not searching, y'all giving off y'all making the people think she's unalive. The way y'all doing this. The mattress and car seat they said that wasn't her bed, girl. They said that was a whole girl, Alicia. 1 minute that's her bed, next minute it ain't. I don't know what them people got going on up there. I don't. The police know more than what they saying. Ain't no, it's no way I'm not gonna be checking on my grands knowing they would have. Ain't no way, Rhonda. Ain't no way. And shout out to my girl Blended Healing. Y'all make sure y'all go shop with her. Y'all be wondering why my skin be glowing. I use her Shamika Essentials. Okay, I do. Hey Six, what's going on? That's Fugate. Come on, Blended Healing. Come on.
In this format of a press conference. But what they said was, if you have Genesis, now is the time to come forward. And that's the part of why some people believe that she could still be alive.
We continue to investigate every lead and pursue every possible avenue in our efforts to bring resolution to this case. This includes ongoing witness interviews as well as detailed analysis of electronic devices and surveillance footage. Our commitment to locating Genesis and bringing her home remains unwavering.
Y'all make sure y'all go follow my girl Blended Healing. These two said, can you guys put $100,000 reward up? People gonna talk when money's involved. We need Genesis home. Somebody else said, y'all have to understand that if she hasn't been seen since January, it's going to be hard for them to find evidence, especially outside. It's rained, it's snowed, etc. since then. I'm sure they're doing their jobs. It's all a process. Trust and believe they're using their tactics to find this baby.
If you have any information about Genesis, or you have Genesis, now's the time to come forward. Our investigators are methodically reviewing every lead. If you're involved in this case and choose not to come forward, be assured that we'll identify you and pursue prosecution to the fullest extent of the law.
Now,
Alicia said it really sounds like a very common made-up story. A white man in a truck got her. No, they said a black man, Alicia. Rhonda said, for some apparent reason, I think the baby's still alive somewhere. She said, it's my gut feeling that baby's out there. Ms. Veek said, it seems like Ms. Parker, they're in it for themselves. Politics, Ms. Parker. This shit is still going on. We have to stop it, the narrative.
If you recall, authorities had previously come forward and requested the public's assistance in identifying this individual by the name of Mariah. Now, when they first came forward with the request, if you notice, they spelled the name Moriah. Now, after their most recent press conference, they have spelled the name Mariah. Now, many believe that that could potentially mean that they have additional information regarding this information, or it could not be anything at all. What are your thoughts about authorities changing the name of that? Now, the significance of this is because if you watched my last video, you may recall that the neighbor, who many have said has been inserting herself into this case, it was alleged that she was pulled over. Now,
somebody said my babies love Bun Bun and she loves them. These are TikToks from October. Just listen to the song she chose for them. Like, we love this baby like she's one of ours. Y'all don't understand the pain my kids are going through right now. It's so messed up. It was never supposed to be like this. All we ever do is show love to this baby and be there for her, literally. This is the friend, y'all. She ain't for attention and views. We love her for real. And for us to get drugged in this is sick. Y'all folks traumatize my kids, man. Her beautiful face, her innocent little voice. I can't stop crying. Yeah, it is for views. Friend, it is for views because we need our eyes. If this baby is traveling statewide, I mean, like, everybody ain't got Facebook. Everybody don't got social media. See, this be people problem. It's always, that's the first thing they say. Y'all using this for clicks and views. Nah, we bringing awareness. That it's a baby out there missing. That it's a baby out there missing for over 30 days. That we have a mother not cooperating, saying nothing. That now it is text messages allegedly going around saying this baby was missing on the 4th, and we trying to figure out why ain't nobody step in then. So this very much so needs to have views from everybody's page. Whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Comfort your kids. Who got their baby traumatized? You do. Because you was out there in that neighborhood talking about how nobody would have known who you was. You should have just went to the authorities. You should have just went straight to the authorities. Hey, I'm her best friend. The kids come over. She's over my house all the time. You know what I'm saying? You the friend, that's your best friend, but you ain't seen her since December. Now, since the baby went missing, you all aboard. All aboard. Yeah, I was on cocaine and I lost my kids too, and I ain't here to judge. It ain't about you and your story. It's about Genesis, but for 2 days, I've heard you give his same story. You did it on the first time that the police went over there and they was reporting her missing and reported something about that mattress and car seat being over there. And the second time was when Deja Hall and her mama was going to fight you. So I'm sorry. You brought your kids into it by not going to the police, saying, I'm my best friend. Can I pass this by? Hey, Passion. It's about the baby girl, period. Absolutely. But what the local officials doing, this is a crime. Exactly. Hey, Leslie Bean, I'm late. Was there any money exchange? Glenda Hillen, we don't know. Now they saying she's with a black man in a white pickup truck, so I don't know if he bought the baby or nothing, allegedly. Happy Saturday, Passion. I'm in Miss Park. I love the way you interact with your chat. Absolutely. Y'all matter. Y'all matter because y'all might got Facebook. Share her story. This just ain't for content creators. I don't share on Facebook because I'm a content creator. I share all kind of kids missing. I just shared another 13-year-old girl missing. Because I care. Because this got to stop. They need to worry about the babies, not worry about clicks and views, and content creators deserve to be rewarded. Child, hey, Miss V. She said, get your kids off the internet if it's like that. people do need to bring awareness. I mean, come on, Yvette. Right, Blenda Hillen. They said the girl had mental issues, Blenda Hillen, but she bleached down a room. This the thing, Blenda Hillen. She bleached down a room and went and allegedly burnt the mattress, which, you know, the girl showed that she burnt the mattress and stuff. You know what I'm saying? The girl showed that she burnt the mattress. I got the pictures and stuff like that or whatever. I know if I got a site go missing, social media will find it. I'm just saying we did not know if that story is true either about the man with the white truck. Yeah, we don't know, Yolanda. We don't know. Now shit's coming out that the grandmother texted the daddy on the 4th of February saying, but she do it all the time. But if she do that all the time, that's serious. If she's texting all the time that this baby's missing, that is time to step in and get this baby out of that environment. So what do everyone think she did? Unalive the baby, or does her giving the baby away sound more credible? Hell, at this point, Yvette, I don't know what to think. all this circulation about the mama and the sending messages, and the mama did, and she did say that she just Shanitra Speak just played the live showing where the grandmother told the father. She do us like that all the time, say that the baby's missing. But you over there today versus you going over there when you thought she was missing, and who told you what made you think the baby was missing that time? If she do it all the time, what made you take it serious that time? Dad should have stepped in, shaking my head.
What she has came forward to say now is that she was set up. She made a status and she said, on my kid's soul, somebody followed my car and put the police on my car and said I was a Mariah. They said they knew for a fact I was. And the police told me my kids was dragged out the car and filmed on camera, screaming at the top of their lungs, telling the police my mama named Nessa. Y'all got me messed up. I'm not letting up about my kids. Now, she also followed up in a comment.
Okay, so maybe she was saying that her kids are messed up because when they pulled her over, she had her kids with her. I can get that. You get what I'm saying? And we got to stop using Mad Day and putting our emotions to the side because we going through it with a bitch and all of that, because this girl's missing. We ain't got time. Time is of the essence. Time is of the essence right now. All that shit is a distraction. Now, I ain't mad at them for pulling you over, but at the same time, shit, it's too much going on. These men need to stop leaving their kids in bad situations because nobody wants to hear from you when the baby gone. You should have been there. You know, Miss Parker, it take a community as us in today's style. Keep doing what you do. Thank you, Miss V. Faxes. Something must have made that mom think that this wasn't like the rest of the times. Come on, Alicia. But she got to go forward and say why. It's time for the mama to step up. I mean, hell, you gonna look bad anyway. It's looking bad to me. Now, baby, nobody else want to be real and say it, but it's looking bad to me. See, we want to walk around Earth and have an image. We want to carry on an image. Ain't nobody perfect. Okay, you didn't step in, but right now let's focus on your grandbaby. Put it all out there on the table. Girl, every minute counts. Every second, every minute. You heard me, V? Well, shit, they said they got tips from Texas and Georgia in another state. Blenda Hillen from the clip that Shanitra Speaks spoke of. That's what somebody came forward and said in a little conference clip or whatever. I just now woke up and got it today this late, so I just said let me cover it. Yep, shaking my head. The grandmother didn't even want to go talk to the police. Who said that, Alicia? Girl, Miss Rhonda, I ain't studying these people. See, we too busy trying to have a fave. Man, whoever says it. I'm proud of whoever brings exposure to this. I mean, brings awareness to these situations and expose situations. I don't care who does it, long as it's done. I don't care who does it. It could be my enemy, somebody that thinks they my enemy, somebody that don't talk to me. If they're bringing awareness, they're bringing awareness. Who cares? That's why the shit be getting so delayed. Them folks ain't just pull me over. Them motherfuckers put them on my car, on God in heaven. So she's trying to say that, because, you know, Deja Hall did go live, the little girl that was filming and recording the police with the cadaver dogs in the sewer and stuff. She did do a little live on Facebook and said she was going to say that, tell them that she was Mariah and stuff like that. She wants it to be about her so bad. She need to go sit her loud butt down. I was on a live where one of the girls was cussing the mama out. Shut up. It's too much. That ain't gonna bring Genesis back. All the fussing and current. That's what black people don't understand. We got to stop arguing. It reminds me of the Davis family with Tyrone mama. Man, put that shit to the side. We'll get to who, what, nerd, and all that shit when she's found. Other than that, damn the bull. Find the baby. Yes, indeed, especially in GA, we have to stand together. We need to stand together everywhere, Miss V. We need to stand together everywhere. This is why this shit is going to continue. And I'm only calling out what I see right now. If this baby was, in fact, the grandmother texted on the 4th to the father, we have a problem, Houston. You miss out on a lot when you fighting? Yeah, Yvette. They need to get past the BS and stick to the content. Save our kids, pray. Yes. All this back and forth, all this beefing, man. Fuck the beefing. Get beef later. Beef later. For once, bring a child home safe. For once. For once, let's focus on bringing this baby home safe. Then we'll get to the meat, the potatoes, and the beef. The woman kept saying, show the message the grandma sent the dad about the, okay, Alicia. Yep, I heard about that on the video. Yep, I did.
And said that them folks ain't just pulled me over, that people put them on her car. So according to her, she was set up.
It has circulated within the community. The individual who resides in the same area as Genesis has been.
That's what I said, Yvette.
But it's not the Mariah we are seeking. That individual has been fully cooperative with investigators, is considered a witness in this matter and not a suspect. We ask the...
Okay, so they said that the friend they said she's been fully cooperative. She's not a suspect. So let's leave that alone. Nah, Yvette. Because you know the baby would have been gone. And if not, we need to go holler at CPS. The grandma and the dad act like they didn't know what she was talking about. That's suspect. Chances are she's not out of state. I don't think so either, Blended Hill.
Speculation and to allow innocent individuals to go about their lives without harassment.
But you know, I don't know what they're going to do about these leads that they getting. You know, they're going to take all them tips serious. And it is a billboard out with a lot of money on the board for people to talk. And I just say, give the baby up, y'all. Drop her off. Like they said, drop off at a fire station. Drop off at a hospital. Just drop her off and move on with your life. You get what I'm saying? Just drop that baby off safe. Because this right here is just sad and ridiculous. It is. And I don't want to put out no false information because I don't want to mislead the police. Because they, you know, you don't never know who they listening to on her or nothing. We just don't know.
Now, as you heard in this clip, authorities were clear in saying that she is not considered a suspect at this time. In fact, she is considered a witness. Now, because of that statement, many have wondered what...
Let me read this one to y'all. This post, I don't know who it's from. They said this shit is a Lifetime movie or a damn random post. I would have said, but it's my own damn niece. And yet, me and my sister had our differences. And I'm not worried if she's charged or free. Where is Jen Jen? You could have sent her to me. Y'all was just with me. She's wearing the clothes I bought her before y'all went back home. And no, I'm not taking up for my sister, nor am I against my sister, but I want to know where my damn niece is at. I don't care about the next say. Just comment, like, and positive. Where is Jen Jen? So she said you could have gave it to me. Y'all was just with me. That the baby's wearing clothes that she got her and stuff like that. So, and when y'all dealing with somebody with mental illness, they not thinking of giving you their baby. Y'all got to take the initiative. And this ain't dogging the sister, but y'all have to take the initiative. We have to take the initiative to feel like she's not in a safe environment. I don't like this. I don't like where her headspace is. Let me get my baby up out the situation. It's so sad that it takes tragedy for people to realize when a child is in critical situation with unstable parents, where the CPS when they're come on, Miss Rhonda, come through. This is crazy. Drop the baby off and pray that pray she isn't traumatized by the situation. And yeah, let's put some pink hearts and praying hands in the chat. Just pray for I get it. Pray for a positive outcome with this baby. We could have a positive outcome for this one.
She may have potentially been a witness to, but authorities have not yet clarified that. In addition to that, there's this clip going around, and in this clip, on the day that the authorities were at the apartment complex, she was overheard talking with another neighbor, describing an incident with the mom who is in custody. So I want you to listen to this.
This is the point where Genesis is not found. Would you pursue murder charges against Ms. Reed as your predecessor did a few years ago here with a case where a body was not found?
So I anticipated that you were going to ask this question, or it would be coming up. I've seen some coverage from different outlets. The fact of the matter is this: every investigation is different. Right now, we are solely focused on bringing Genesis home. That does not mean that our office has not discussed if X happens, we need to be prepared to do this. If Y happens, we need to be prepared to do this. We would not be doing our jobs advising law enforcement in this investigation if we weren't prepared for potential eventualities. With that being said, I can't comment on what we would do because this investigation is not over. We have talked this whole time. It is more important to do things right and get it right than it is to rush into making decisions and rush to conclusions because we might miss something. And so when it comes to that analysis, there are significant factors that go into.
And it is factors that go into it. We don't want to hear them say that they're putting murder charges on her. We don't know where Genesis is right now. We're hoping for a safe return. So I don't want them to rush with this baby's case, like they did in Nazia's case. I don't. CPS will knock on parents' doors for stupid shit. Go check on the critical situations. CPS, absolutely. And you're correct, Miss Rhonda. You're absolutely correct. But we do want the police to do their job diligently. And if it takes a little time, we just have to be patient so we can get her home safe. Because kind of rushing it and putting the heat and pressure on things can sometimes make people panic. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want them to do nothing to this baby if she is out there with somebody, So I'm going to just pray and be patient. Pray for patience and just pray for a safe return.
Any charging decision, whether it be a Class C misdemeanor.
And they said that the grandmother was overheard telling a neighbor that she texted the father about the Ford, saying that she thinks the baby's missing.
But it is far too early for us to speculate as to what is going to happen at the end of this. Are we prepared to provide that analysis at the proper time based upon what this investigation reveals? Yes, but we are not there yet. And we're hoping that Genesis is going to come home. We're hoping that.
But the other lady said that she did see a shoe. She did take all the shit over there, man. And she cut her hair. She cut her hair. Bleach. Hold on, bleach. You gonna bleach a 2-year-old hair? No. Let the baby roll.
See, that's the friend, y'all. I want y'all to go check out my girl Shanitra Speaks, you guys. The friend, y'all gonna hear the friend talking about how she bleached the room because the neighbor was like, she bleached the baby's hair. They was like, nah, she bleached the room down. They're talking about how she's bleaching the room down and stuff like that or whatever. And that should have raised a red flag to the friend and stuff. This has just been turning me up. It sure is reminding me of the Desire case, not enough urgency and stuff. And yes, and I want them to do this, baby. Right, do bring one of these kids home safe. You know, all the outcomes are always horrible and horrific, and I'm just praying for a safe return. Like I said, a safe return for this baby. I did hit the like button, but forgot to subscribe. Thank you, Miss Rhonda. I appreciate that, love. Thank you. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Saturday. And we'll be doing going over Carlos King's video. But go check out Shanitra Speaks, you guys. We're at the 15-minute mark. So start at the 15-minute mark. It's breaking news. It said breaking Genesis Reed last seen black male white truck press conference and the father speaks. So if y'all want to hear the father speak, go to Shanitra Speaks and listen to that live, okay? And we'll go over that tomorrow. I'm going to finish listening to it myself, and we'll finish hearing what they got to say. And I'll just keep checking up on Facebook to see if I see anything else new coming out. I want to cover another story of another missing baby, 3-year-old in Arizona, and a couple of more stories. So tomorrow we're going to have story time with these cases that are breaking the web. Y'all also pray and that we get justice for Paisley Brown, the baby down in I think it was Florida, y'all. Baby Paisley down in Florida. Yeah, Marion County. Chad. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. I cannot go to sleep thinking about these kids. I got to find something else to watch because that baby Paisley been on my mind all day. The mother wanted to get her nails done and go run errands. And even when the boyfriend called and said her 3-year-old daughter was unresponsive, she still continued to get her nails done, y'all. Paisley Brown's mother still continued to get her nails done and finish doing what she was doing before she went home and still didn't call 911 immediately. Okay, so prayers for that baby that lost her life to a man that wasn't even her father and stuff. Pray for better days for these kids, y'all. Our babies are in the spiritual warfare. They are. They really are. Salute everybody.